Hey Raider Nation, get ready to lock in, because something big is brewing at training camp, and if you blink, you're going to miss twist after twist. One of our core defensive leaders is still battling to get back to 100% after a major injury, and behind the scenes, the vibe's anything but calm. The red flags are up, and there's real doubt about whether he'll be ready for week 1. At the same time, a new quarterback just rolled into town with some serious hype, but he's already carrying a heavy load on his shoulders. The division keeps getting tougher, the offense still has holes, and fans are asking the real question. Could he finally be the answer we've been waiting for, or is this just another short-term gamble? And if that wasn't enough, a veteran free agent could be the finishing touch this defense needs. But the clock's ticking, and other teams are circling too. Will the front office make a move in time, or are we about to be left hoping once again? Stick with me till the end, because these updates could flip our season on its head. But before we dive in, show some love, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because today's video is loaded. Let's kick things off with one of the biggest question marks on a roster right now, Christian Wilkins' health. Ever since the defensive lineman went down with a foot fracture late last season, the reports from behind the scenes haven't exactly been reassuring. There were moments when Wilkins was spotted without the walking boot, which gave fans hope for a full recovery. But then, just like that, he was seen back in the boot, fueling rumors of setback, or even talk of needing surgery again. Some sources even claimed he might miss the entire 2025 season, which would be a crushing blow to a defense that counts on his physical dominance and presence in the middle of the line. Thankfully, in the most recent update, the Raiders placed Wilkins on the active/PUP list, and that changes the whole outlook. There are two kinds of PUP lists, the active one, which means a player can come back anytime during camp, and the reserve one, which forces them to miss at least the first 4 games of the season. Wilkins being on the active list shows there's still hope. According to Ian Rappaport, Wilkins has been making steady progress in his recovery, and that's giving the nation something to cling to. But here's the million-dollar question. Even if he's back by week 1, how ready will he actually be? Wilkins relies heavily on burst, strength, and lateral movement, all of which take a hit with a foot fracture. And if he's not at full speed, the rest of the D-line will feel the heat, especially with a brutal early season schedule. We'll know more in the next couple weeks of camp. But for now, the coaching staff seems committed to taking a patient, step-by-step approach. Still, even the slightest sign of a setback might force the Raiders back into the market. And that's exactly why another storyline is gaining more weight: the arrival of new quarterback Geno Smith. The trade with the Seahawks caught a lot of people off guard, especially with how fast it all went down. But truth is, Vegas had to do something. This franchise has been on a roller coaster of QBs lately. Young guns that flopped, vets that didn't stick, and schemes that just didn't click. Geno's arrival is a clear attempt to finally bring some stability and give the offense a fighting chance. But as strategic as it was, it also raises a few eyebrows. Is Geno better than what we had before? No doubt. But is he good enough to take this team to the next level? That's the real test. According to Tash and Reed from The Athletic, the big thing to watch during training camp isn't just whether Geno can adapt to Chip Kelly's system. It's whether he can carry an offense that's still full of question marks. The O-line is a wild card, and the receiving core hasn't exactly earned our trust. That puts serious pressure on Geno from the very first snap of camp. And let's not forget the division we're in. AFC West is no joke. Mahomes still runs the show, Herbert's always dangerous, and now Denver's got Bo Nix stirring things up. Geno won't have any room for average play. He's got to shine. He's got to do more than manage the game. He's got to prove he really is the guy. Because if he doesn't, the pressure from the fan base, already known for having zero chill, is going to start piling on fast. If you're still watching, then you're Raider Nation through and through. So hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and let's show the world how strong this fan base really is. And we're not done yet. There's more big news coming your way. Now let's talk about a potential move that could be the cherry on top for the Raiders defense. The possible signing of cornerback Mike Hilton. His name shot to the top of Vegas radar after our starting nickel, Nate Hobbs, signed with the Packers in free agency. Hilton, who spent the last few seasons with the Bengals, is still out there on the market, which is wild considering how good he was in 2024. He racked up 38 solo tackles that directly shut down opposing plays, and earned the highest run defense grade among all cornerbacks last season, according to Pro Football Focus, a crazy 91.7. At 31, Hilton still has plenty left in the tank. He brings game smarts, aggression in the slot, and exactly the kind of veteran presence we need in the secondary with Hobbs gone. Plus, his leadership and big game experience would be huge for a defense still searching for its identity. Of course, Dallas is also in the mix, especially after some key injuries. But if GM John Spytek really wants to prove he's serious about building a top-tier defense, now's the time to pull the trigger. And with camp rolling, the window to make a move is closing fast. What's surprising is that Hilton is still unsigned, even after showing he's still got it. That opens up a rare shot for the Raiders to make a smart, targeted upgrade. And if there's one thing we've learned over the years, it's that playoff-bound teams are the ones who know how to fill the right gaps at the right time. Hilton would be the kind of move, smart, calculated, and with immediate impact. Crazy how much is going down at the start of camp. On one side, we've got real concerns about the health of a key defensive piece. On the other, a new QB trying to prove he's not just another shot in the dark. And right in the middle of it all, a potential pickup that could take our secondary to another level overnight. All of this points to one thing. The Raiders are standing at crossroads. Either we get locked in and build momentum now, or 2025 risks turning into another year of what-ifs. Now I want to hear from you, Raider Nation. Which of these stories hit you the hardest? Still worried about Wilkins? Think Geno's up for the job? And what about Mike Hilton? Could he be the missing piece that takes this defense to elite status? Drop a comment down below. Let's chop it up and keep this nation tight. And of course, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a drop. We're bringing it to you daily, straight from the heart of Raider Nation. Thanks for riding with me. Let's go Raiders.